It's Tuesday, February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, 2024. And, Leela and I read a lot of cards last weekend at the Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles. We were there 3 days, and we noticed a theme that I'm also seeing in this week's astrology. And so I thought it might have some value for me to share that with you. The conference was a great experience, and maybe I'll do another video about that soon here. And Venus and Mars are what I'll call an out-of-sign 4-degree nearness. It's a little too bold to call it a conjunction, at least until the upcoming weekend. And I'll tell you why I read it that way. Mars and Venus are in all of our charts. They're associated with desire and attraction. They're personal planets. They're dynamic and highly functional as representations of love relationships of all kinds. What do I mean by out of sign? Well, Mars is in Aquarius and Venus is in Capricorn. They may be near each other, but not really see each other. It's air to earth. It's the yang of Saturn to the yin of Saturn. Capricorn is known to be cautious and stubborn. Aquarius can be unsure where to fit, sandwiched, or torn between. It's not the best combo for combining. And I think it's what I'm observing in the field as well. I found it curious that people were reluctant to reach out to the person that was on their mind. When I mentioned Valentine's Day to them, they were hesitant. Many of them were concerned that it would be too bold of a move. However, they did express that they would be receptive if the other one reached out to them. I was left with the impression that many people are refraining from using Valentine's Day as an excuse to express their feelings, which is what it's usually about. Interestingly, the 14th is also Ash Wednesday this year. So it's a day of indulgence at the same time as a day of abstaining. It's complicated, but it's not impossible to navigate, and certainly reflects what we're seeing in the cards and the stars. The moon will square Venus and Mars in succession on Valentine's Day. First Venus in the early morning, then Mars as we approach midday. Squares bring tension. That morning will feel like the last chance to make a move, at least as a Valentine gesture. Send a text, get a gift, order flowers, or talk. Of course, the situation is different depending on the status of the relationship. If you're in a stable relationship, although you're together for the most part, you're preoccupied with holding things down in more individual areas. If you're not committed, you may feel disconnected from each other's feelings. I'm glad to say that by Friday, Venus will move into Aquarius, and they'll be about 2 degrees conjunct, so this weekend might be a good time to go out. So I guess the overall message there is that everybody's feeling a little bit internal into themselves, perhaps, not really willing to, it seems like a risk to reach out to the other one, but everybody's feeling that way, so they don't reach out, right? Of course, there's exceptions, but it looks like this will loosen up towards the weekend, and that's a better time for going out anyways, right? So good luck out there, and wish you the best.